folks. Welcome to the next episode of Star Trek Online Xbox One Console Edition Romulan Faction. Today we get to do the next episode of the Deferi series, or Breen, depending on how you look at it, called Out in the Cold. Well, it's been a while since my last recordings, but it's been a holiday weekend, so I haven't done any recordings the last couple days. So, well, let us begin. See how this turns out. They really need some dialogue added to this mission. It's so hard to read it from where I'm sitting. I think we start looking for the first piece of the map, I think, to find the Preserver's archive. Yes, I'm kind of foreshadowing, because I already know what happens in this series. Out in the cold. Okay, so it's this one. Sir, we are receiving an emergency distress signal from the Deferi freighter Sabak. I'm patching it through to the main V-screen now, sir. To all ships in range, this is the Deferi freighter Sabak. We are under attack and require immediate assistance. We have no weaponry aboard and our shields are failing. Anyone who can hear this, please help. It must be one of the Breen raiding parties that we were warned about, sir. If we don't get there fast enough, there won't be anyone left aboard to save. I've located the Sabak by tracing their distress signal, sir, and we can engage on your command. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to tell if I'm moving because of the way this system is. Like a fragmented comet just flying through space. Yes. Thank you for saving us. Our sister ship, Paktau, was waylaid by the Breen Raiders at our scheduled rendezvous point. We made a micro-warp jump so as soon as the Breen arrived and used the magnetic field of the comet to hide our energy signature. But the Breen have better sensors than we do. They found us. If you hadn't come along when you did, we would have been obliterated. I'm worried about the Breen being at our next stop, so I'm going to try to get there ahead of schedule and be gone before they arrive. If if you could, please find the Pak Tao. There were dozens of people aboard that ship. This is the ferry ship Pak Tao. We escaped from the Breen slaver attack, and our antimatter containment unit warp coils are non-functional. We need some replacement parts immediately. We're on the edge of the warp core breach. Is there any ship in range? Please, we need your help. Up? Are they below me, above me? I cannot tell. It might be above. Sir, there are breed ships inbound at warp 7. 2 waves. From the looks of it, the first should be on top of us in a few seconds. Battle stations. You want to tango with me, huh? Oh, my fighter's already getting him. Him up. So one more wave coming. Ship. Oh, think Captain Riff's gonna help you out? And of course I get this. Of course I'm the one that gets this. I almost had destroyed too much. That's what I get for not paying attention to my shields and hull. Oops. And I gotta go all the way back in there. I don't think my fighters are still alive. I think they got destroyed. Whatever you are. There you are. Yeah. One good hit ought to do it. Thank you for your fortunate assistance. We should be fine from here. I want to catch up with our sister ship, the Sabak. They fled at the first sight of the Green Raiders. heard some of the slavers who attacked us talking about the Zarya system. If you want to take care of the Breen menace for good, you might want to start by looking for them there. This is also one of the daily missions for this game. Oh, excuse me. Too close. I was gonna pop in transwarp, but I'm too close. The destroyed planet has a lithium-rich core. It looks like the Breen have set up a mine inside the remnants of the planetoid. And true to form, they're using all the captured Teferi as slave labor. We'll have to defeat the Breen picket squadron before we can beam down to the mine. It looks like there is only a small force, sir. See. Okay, which one's closer? To go. I just got myself stuck. Whoops. moseying along around here because I need to get these things. Ah, crap. Gosh dang it. Darn pop-up window screwed me up. Alright. This box. It's a Herald lock box too. And beam down. Yes. I'll take those guys. Sensors are showing the Breen are using their separate transport disruptors specifically keyed to Deferi physiology. Disruptors won't stop us or the Breen, but we will need to knock out those disruptors before we can transport any of the prisoners back to the ship. Once we've neutralized the Breen guards, and there should be nobody left to re-enable the transport disruptors. Yeah, see, this is part of the daily part of the missions too. I could have probably set up this. How much does this change? Cells, transporter inhibitors, shutting the inhibitors down should let us rescue the capture. Guess I can't do it yet. I gotta take out the main guy first. Let's proceed. Security escort. The security escort got frozen. Darn red shirts. Or not red shirts. Start this time. Red shirts are commanders now. Grenades are crazy, I guess. Yeah, okay, it's one of these where I gotta put the virus. Disable transport inhibitors. Then I'll be able to rescue those Deferi when we get back to the front room. There's supposed to be some Deferi guys in here too. There's only one of them. Alrighty. Next. I don't remember getting this many people in here. I guess it's been a while since I've actually played this mission on its own. Because this is part of the daily setup that they have. One of the fairy dailies that you can do once you've completed all this stuff. Pretty decent chunk of lithium out of it though. There's like 3 places you have to visit. You have to help patrol, you have to help here, and then some mining asteroid. Granted, this isn't really an asteroid. This is the core of a planet that's been destroyed. Yeah, so there's very. Hey guys.
Enemy target on.
Sorry I'm quiet. I'm answering a question someone posted on the Twitch chat room. You can't play as a Breen in the game, doesn't let you, but I think there is a way that you can, but I know like with my Federation or my PC character I can, because I can't really play as a Breen, but I do have Breen duty officers and bridge officers. I don't know if I don't have duty officers. I know I have bridge officers. That's actually what I meant, not duty officers. But I can get the ships. I have like three, or I have at least 3 of the ships on my PC version, on my main character for the Breen. But that I got from the winter event that kicks off soon. I don't know what they're doing this year though. Doesn't start up till I think beginning of this month, next month I think. Is when they're supposed to kick off, but I haven't seen anything posted yet when the winter event's supposed to kick off. Alright, one last group to get. But most of this arc of the storyline is based on the Breen picking on the Barry, pretty much. So they're going to be involved in most of these missions. I mean, you get some of their fancy weapons, though. This isn't good. This isn't good. It's been so long since I've done this mission. That's all disruptors and guards, sir. Picking up a new contact aboard the station. You may have aroused the curiosity of the Marine commander. Of course we have. Just got inducted to one of them back on the ferry. They already beat him out. Alrighty. That's okay. Alrighty, alright. They're gone, wherever they went. Ferry prisoners transported safely. There we go. Yeah, it's the same. I think it's the same guy. You are the one known as Hekant. I was expecting someone more impressive. After all, thought Wen was one of my most reliable veterans. Oh, I killed his buddy. Oh, poor guy. Defeating him must have pushed you to your limits. I like to say that I'm looking forward to meeting you in person, but because I expect Thought Gran to end your life here, I am afraid that that won't be possible. You've been interesting, but ultimately insignificant. Farewell. Oh, you sent another one of your commanders at me and don't want to come fight me yourself, huh? Well, that's an impressive work. Oh, you do get some of those made though. And you also get a weapon during this series. And my security team came to the rescue. Just in the nick of time. Sorry, Gran. You're just as weak as your predecessor was. Done. Now we've taken care of this officer in charge. This entire mining operation should fall apart. But who sent the message? Thought Terrell? Could he be who is behind all of the problems the Deferi are having? We'll need to look into this in more detail. The Federation should be able to send patrols to ensure that the Breen don't set up shop here again. Or perhaps we will be able to convince the Deferi to surrender the rights to this lithium mine to us. We can leave whenever you're ready, sir. I am ready. Which I'm guessing this is probably the end of the mission, because I think the next one we start looking for some map, I guess, to find the preserver's vault or archive, I guess is what they call it. Fire's on their way home, sending an expedition to assess the viability operations mines observes. Think it should be wise to consider joint operations with your government. Resources Zarya system are rare, and the best way to maintain balance may be to share them with you. Why, thank you. And we get some transphase cluster torpedo. Yeah, see, these are the dailies I was talking about. You get a decent amount of dilithium from when you do them. And I guess our next one will be Cold Comfort. Receiving distress signal, Reveille system, the ferry transport weathered a Breen attack, but they've taken heavy casualties and are requesting immediate assistance. My people do not have military ships, Admiral, and I am loath to send a lightly armored rescue vessel into such a dangerous situation. Of course you are. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know there's only a few of them that were kind of I don't know when that guy sent that message. He must have been one of the first people that I had watching. But, until next time, hope you guys enjoy. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, if you wish. Till next time.